A quick one on Hitchin on Friday night. Always a fixture that the supporters like to go along, sunshine, a couple of beers and watch it, get close to the pitch.
Yeah, look, it's always a good fixture. We've got a good relationship with Hitchin, and we always like going there, and it kind of gives Hitchin fans, Luton fans, obviously a lot of Luton fans living in Hitchin as well, so it gives both groups of fans, both clubs the chance to combine, and it kicks off our pre-season nicely, you know, and we travel away then to Slovenia the day after, so it's always a nice fixture, local, good for both clubs, two good clubs that are closely aligned and work together and things, so yeah, we're looking forward to the game.
Final one on Snodgrass, I'm assuming he's left, is he?
Look, anything that hasn't been announced is ongoing, so that's all I can say really. You know, we want to strengthen the position midfield wise. We know that. We would like to bring a left footer in, so you know, it's in good company really. But I said everything's ongoing that hasn't been confirmed. You know.
Cool. Thank you.
Of the players you're looking to bring in, are you hoping to do that as quickly as possible?
Yeah, always. Look, I'm a nightmare. This is probably the most difficult and most heated time between, you know, myself and my chief exec got a great relationship, me and Gary and stuff, and we both align and we both drive each other on and get annoyed and thing, but we do it because they realise that how important, because we painted that picture in 6 years and 6 pre-seasons and everything we've done, that it's so important to get the thing in, and they work tirelessly. Gary's worked tirelessly, Paul's worked tirelessly, as we said, all the people involved, myself. It's been non-stop. It hasn't been a time. I saw Pep the other day on a beach in Barbados, and I think yeah, I'll be nice, but no, look, it's been a real hard working summer, and we always like to bring them in early. The club realise that, and they work tirelessly like I do, and as I said, it's a process every year that we try to complete as early as possible so that we get maximum time with them.
You mentioned Snodgrass, I mean, you mentioned Luke Freeman last year. He's out of contract now. Is that someone you might look at again possibly?
Look, as I said, everything's ongoing with it. We've got, you know, probably a position to fill in that area. We'd like to bring in a left-footed midfield player. We really would, and number of names, number of people that we've spoken to and stuff. And it's just about trying to do deals and stuff. And if we can, then brilliant. If we can't, then okay, we move on. But yeah, look, that's what we're trying to do. Some good players out of contract. We're an attractive proposition football-wise. You know, the club, the way it's run, the way we do stuff, the team, the group, everything. So if we can persuade people to come, then we'll get those off the line.
You mentioned obviously players moving, and you cleared up the Cal Naismith confusion.
Yeah.
I mean, how much of a blow is it to actually lose him though after the season that you had last?
Yeah, absolutely, it is, because it's, you know, we put a lot of work into Cal. You know, Cal came here as a right winger, stroke left back, stroke centre half. You know, he was cover for a number of positions, really versatile. We lost Reece Norrington Davis, so we needed a left sider to fill that. Cal wasn't Reece, but he was different. And then we worked with Cal, and we found a position for Cal, and in a year's work, he's gone to be, at the time, the best ball-playing centre-half in the league. Now, without us, Cal wouldn't have attained that, and without Cal, then we wouldn't have been such a strong proposition. So look, it's really sad that we could. That's life, and you know, we did try everything we could. A few things happened through the season and so on, and then look, once he went to the open market, it's very difficult for us to compete with other championship clubs who see our pay structure as we're envious of our pay structure, but can blow it apart. But that's the way we ran, and we're very proud of how we ran our club and what we do. And let's not forget, the season before that we lost Matty Pearson, replaced him with Reece Burke, and I don't think there's many saying, well, we got shortchanged there.
Had you tried to renew it before his contract obviously ran down?
Look, without going into too much detail, discussions were ongoing and stuff. We weren't able to reach certain levels and stuff, which that's sometimes the pitfalls of of our wage structure and stuff, but it keeps us moving forward constantly. The pros of our wage structure and how we run and what we do far outweigh any cons. The cons, yeah, we know we're going to miss out on the odd player, we know we're going to lose the odd player, but in general our recruitment's wonderful here. And I understand people get frustrated when we let Peter Kioso go, people get frustrated when we let Jay Cowles go, but if you look back historically, our recruitment is wonderful, and all people have got to do is trust the process. If they trust the process, trust what we do, then usually we produce.
I was going to ask about Peter as well. I mean, he's now moved to Rotherham. A deal that you were happy to do in the end?
Well, not necessarily happy to do, because we wanted to keep Pete, but to clarify everything, to keep everything into perspective, we would like to have kept Pete because Pete was a valued member of the squad. Could I guarantee that Pete was going to play 35-40 games? No, because ahead of him was James Bree, who I think is the best right wing back, attacking full back in the division, and was last year, and is, for me, he is. So that's the competition he had ahead of him. Then he's got Reesburg slightly there, so he would have been a valued member, and I would have wanted to keep him. We offered him a new contract, but I said to him I'd be fair if something came in that, look, was attractive to him. And we had a number of clubs, good clubs, that came in. Two very, very big League One clubs came in for him, plus Rotherham. And you know, he made it clear that he wanted to go and play regular first team football, which is admirable. But so we tried everything we could. I could have kept him against his will here and said, well, you've got a year left, you see it out, but it wouldn't have been good for everyone, you know. So that's why we let him go. Pete had been fantastic for us as well, and we, you know, really thank him for all his efforts and what he did. And he came back from MK to, you know, and sacrificed probably playing 22, 23 games and being in a League One playoff to help us to achieve championship sort of playoff. So look, we thank him, and I said I had to be fair to him because he's a great kid, top pro. He's a championship player. We always knew that. We always believed that, and he has developed here. It's just as I said, when we couldn't guarantee him regular first team football, we could guarantee him competition, that he would compete. He would have liked a bit more guarantees. I can't do that, so that's why he moved on. And as I said, it was a good deal for the club. It was a good deal for Pete, and it means that we'll be able to strengthen in certain areas.
Alan Campbell played for Scotland, finally got his debut for them. How pleased were you to see him get some minutes there?
Very proud. Look, when I met him, I spoke to his dad yesterday, and you know, we reminisced about the meeting we had, because we had a couple of meetings with Alan, and his dad came down, and we said, look, if he comes to Luton, we'll get him in. Well, say we get him. He will become a Scottish international if he comes to us. Bear in mind, he's a very, very proud, staunch Scot that has real ambition of doing that. Then we had to keep our end of the bargain. He had a fantastic season. He got better. He got stronger. Had to contain with what could have been a bad injury early on, but recovered so quickly from that. And then just magnificent for us, and we're really proud of him. Really, really proud of him. Spoke to him yesterday. He came back with his halls. Spoke to his dad, and I said the club are really, really proud of him, and we're delighted. And it's well deserved, because there aren't many better Scottish midfield players playing in the Championship than Alan Campbell, and yes, he has a lot of development and he will get better, but he's come a massive he's taken massive leaps last year.
Both him and Murray get a little bit of extra time because they've played internationals over the summer.
Yeah, look, they'll be back with us Friday, so we've given those an extra week off, which, you know, is only sensible, because they come back too early, and then you're looking at exposing them to injury or to fatigue that they don't need to do. Both of them are tireless workers anyway. They both were very proud of their countries. Amari went off, and he always wants to play for his country, whether that's because he's a real proud Jamaican or because he fancies a different training environment. I don't know, but no, look, he done superbly well for us. We're very proud of Amari as well, and then he's back with us on Friday along with Alan.
From the training picture, it looks like all the injured players from last year are at least back out there now. Just is it nice to have almost a fully fit squad after the issues that went through last year?
Well, we're still missing Pelly and still missing Glenn, obviously, and James Shea. So Pelly would be back sooner than the other two. so almost fully fit. But no, good to have Gabe back, good to have Elijah back, good to have Fred back. You know, real talent, real power. Luke Berry's back as well. So look, it's like we have from the last 2-3 months of the season. It's like signing new players anyway. So if we were in such a good place then and we've improved, then look, hopefully the future's bright.
How big a season is it like of people like Carlos Mendes Gomez now and Musgrave, who didn't maybe get the minutes that we wanted last season? Is it a big chance for them this year?
It absolutely is, but they'll be better for last year. And as I said, they want minutes, but they have to earn minutes, and that's what you have to do. And they realise that. You know, Carlos came with the greatest respect from Morecambe, from being the star player at Morecambe, but being the star player at Morecambe to coming into a real high-tempo, aggressive championship, good championship side is different kettle of fish. So he's taking a bit of time to settle, but that's natural. It's real ability, and people see flashes of it and then think he should be this, he should be that. No, look, we pick the side because we know what we can rely on and so on. And those two, I'm saying the Musgrave and Carlos, one, they've got to earn that opportunity, but they will, and they'll be better for the experience because they're more up to speed now. They're more attuned and aligned with what we're doing, and we're really excited about both of them because they're great kids, the two of them. We're really proud of getting them. They were victim, obviously, because we were always looking at times to play 4-3-3. But if I'm honest, we were successful last year in the shape we played. So they were victims of that because they were both played as sort of wide men as such. But we work with them to make them better constantly. And I said we're excited about them.